Sharon, are you in your room?
Oh, home already, are we?
What do you mean I always come home at this time? Look, Sharon, I don't really want to tell you over and over, but can you really not do anything about this sofa in the living room?
Huh? What is it, Mrs. Brown?
You were eating cookies while on the sofa, weren't you? There are crumbs everywhere. Can't you at least clean up your own mess?
Things like that should be taken care of by the people who are bothered by it.
What?
I didn't find it messy at all. You're the one who found it messy, so shouldn't you be the one to clean it up, Mother? Just because I'm your son's wife and agree to live with you doesn't mean I'm responsible for everything around the house. So stop asking me to do everything, will you?
Agreed to live with me?
That's right. To be honest, I'm not really excited having to look after an old lady. But still I agreed to come and live here, so I think I deserve some appreciation. If you want me to help, you better treat me better.
That's how you saw this?
I'm busy taking pictures for Instagram, so could you please go and clean the sofa, which was apparently so dirty? Go and make some dinner while you're at it, too. You went out again, Beth? Honestly, I don't know where you go off to every day. But you really don't get tired of it, do you?
What? But
You're obviously in good shape if you can go off somewhere every day like that. There's really no excuse for you not to do the housework, right?
Sharon, you've got to do some of the housework too, you know?
What?
We talked about this when you moved in. I have a job and have to go to work while you're a housewife. I'm not telling you to do everything, but you gotta pull your own weight if you're gonna live here.
What is this job of yours you're talking about?
What do you mean?
I don't see how going out every day is a job. Hold on. Please don't tell me that going to the casino every day to gamble is this job you're talking about. I'd hate it if my husband's mother was a gambling addict.
Why you? Just what do you think I am exactly?
Huh? Well, a lonely old widow who lost the husband supporting her, I guess? Of course, we couldn't just leave someone like that alone. Which is why my husband and I reluctantly agreed to move in and take care of you. I'll say this one more time. If you want me to take care of you after you retire, you better treat me with a bit more respect. How you treat me now will determine my attitude towards you later on. Understand?
So that's how you saw this situation? I knew it.
If you don't like it, you can always just leave, you know. Now that your husband is gone, the house is now our property.
It seems that you've got even that wrong.
Actually, could you just leave already? No matter how many times I tell you, you never improve. Not even a single apology. I just can't bear you anymore. Obviously, this means I won't be taking care of you anymore.
I see. It seems the two of us just can't get along with each other. I'm not going to cause you any more trouble.
Thanks for being so understanding. Just know that if you come crying later on begging for me to look after you once you're old and helpless, that I won't do a thing.
That's never gonna happen, so don't worry.
Really? Well, good luck on your own. Mrs. Brown, I heard that you were almost kicked out of the house. Are you all right?
Oh, hello, Amanda. You heard the news?
I heard from Sharon. She's told me that she's put up with you and kicked you out. And that you might come and leech on us here instead.
Well, well.
I have no idea on what she means by leeching on us. Sharon's the one who should get out.
Truly.
What did her husband have to say about it? It doesn't matter whether it's his wife or not. This is going too far.
He's been abroad on work for 10 days now. I plan on talking to him about this incident, but he won't be home for another 2 months or so.
Well, it's the times, I guess. It's hard these days to just go in and out of the country.
Well, I did want to part with her. I guess I got my wish granted. Anyways, it seems that I need to find a new place to live.
Mrs. Brown? If you like, you can come here and live with us until you find a new place to live.
Really?
You see, I already talked about it with my husband and he said I should contact you and invite you to come and stay with us. I know you prefer to be on your own, but I thought that your current priority should be to get away from Sharon as soon as possible.
I guess so. You seem to understand me much more than Sharon does. So I might just take on your offer and stay over there until I find a new place to live.
We'll be glad to have you. My. So, now you're going to your other son's family? I knew it! You really had to find someone else to leech off of, now that I'm not there to help you, huh? It's just sad, really.
It seems you won't understand unless I spoon-feed it to you, so I'll explain it carefully. I'm only going to be staying at Charles' place until I find a new place to live.
What? That's what you're saying now, but you plan on staying in the inn, aren't you? I mean, I guess it can't be helped. You're an old lady with no income of her own.
It seems that there's a big understanding here. I have a job, you know.
Huh?
I'm a manager at Ford, you know, the car manufacturer. There's a huge signboard near the station, so I'm pretty sure even you have heard of it. I've been working there ever since I graduated junior college.
Really? Ford? So where you were going every day was...
I wasn't going out. I was going to work every day from Monday to Friday.
Oh, so that's what that was.
Did you really not notice anything even after living together for 1 month?
I always thought that you were just off having fun somewhere.
Didn't I tell you that I had a job when we talked about who would do what around the house?
What? Really?
Also, I already have a plan for when I retire, so no need to worry about me. I already saved up some money so as to not be a burden to my sons and their families. My sons already know about this.
Is that so?
Anyways, didn't you two only move in with me in the first place since the company house you rented had to be renewed? You two were supposed to move out once it was over, right?
But I thought that we were going to be staying here permanently.
Jesus, you seem to have not understood a thing. I wonder what the conversation we had before you moved in was for.
But
that's why you were so aggressive towards me. You thought that I was the one who needed help? You really should be more careful about your behavior from now on, Sharon.
wait, does that mean... Mother, why does it say that you sold the house? I understand that you already have your retirement planned out, but you can't just go and sell our property. This is a crime. You hear me? I'm telling the police. Wait. Don't tell me that this is how you planned on getting the money for your retirement?
Sharon, honestly, I'm not even surprised anymore. You've got it all wrong again. That house is my property, not yours.
What? What do you mean, your property?
That house used to be my uncle's. He never had any children, so it was passed down to me, his nephew. That house has been my property ever since he passed.
That's impossible!
I have fond memories of that house, but ultimately I decided that it should be sold.
Why not just give it to your eldest son instead of selling it off? Why'd you have to sell it?
It's because I had decided that if there were any arguments concerning the house's ownership, I would sell it without any second thoughts. Weren't you the one who started it by kicking me out?
But still...
There's no point arguing anymore. The sale's already done.
It's my fault?
I heard that the renewal of the company house finishes this month. Whether you do or do not understand what I said, pack up and move out by the end of next month. Will you?
Beth, why? What happened? Your son told me he wanted to divorce as soon as he got back. He even said that we're not going to be moving to the company house anymore.
Ah, so that's how he handled it?
What? What do you mean?
I told my sons about the conversations we've been having ever since you moved in.
You what?
I'm not surprised, really. You don't listen to a word I say and seem to get everything wrong. On top of that, you talk down to his mother and treat her like some sort of maid. No wonder he wanted to get a divorce.
How is it my fault? How was I supposed to know that you had a job and the house was yours?
What do you mean, how was I supposed to know? I'm pretty sure I explained this to you quite clearly. Honestly, I'm amazed someone can just ignore what people say as well as you do. Either way, that attitude itself is enough reason for anyone to not want to bother you. My son has every reason to want a divorce.
But that's so unfair! I don't want to get divorced!
Even if I did want to help you, I'm afraid there's nothing I can do about it. Talk to your husband about it, will you? Goodbye, then.
Wait! This is a big problem for me! My parents found out what happened and told me not to come home. I was an embarrassment, they said. But I'm a housewife and I can't make a living on my own, so... I know! Why don't you let me stay with you? You know, like one of those room shares? I won't be able to pay rent, but this time I'll do the housework. It'll be a win-win situation. You've already found a new place to live, right? Tell me your address. Why are these messages unread?
According to my son, the house I left was a complete mess when he returned from abroad. Apparently, there were even cockroaches everywhere. He wanted to divorce as soon as he saw it. He said, Sharon resisted at first, but he managed to make it official a month later. Sharon began working at some company a relative of hers introduced her to and entered a dormitory for employees. But she was so lazy that they eventually had to fire her. I wonder if it's because she's never actually worked a day in her life. After that, she went to the Miami and tried leeching off of some rich man she met. But of course, that didn't go well either, and was tried for stalking charges. What happened to her after that, I have no idea.